Mosh. I got hair. Here we go. Reach for your headphones. You better listen. Well, my friend, you see, it's Bill Mish up in here coming at you. I'm a cowboy from here. Yeah, that sucked. Hi. Hello. All right, 2 a.m. I guess my prediction is officially not come true. My live stream last night, I said it was going to happen. The confirmation was going to happen. But just because I said it doesn't mean that huge things didn't happen today. And they did. And they did. Yeah, they did. Joe Mama in the house. Hey, Joe Mama. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Sorry, I had to yell at the dog. I just didn't want you to hear that. Yeah. Cool. All right, so the prediction did not come true. They did not confirm Brett Kavanaugh today. I thought they would. I thought it could happen. It didn't. But here's my amazing but. I have an amazing but. You look at it every night. It's right here on my shoulders. But I really do have an amazing but. My amazing but is there was a lot of stuff that came out today that I think, in the grand scheme of things, kind of pushed my prediction. It's really not a prediction, I watch things that, they're live stream. They're not live stream, but they're, channels that I consider truthers. And I do believe, per Mitch McConnell, Senate Majority Leader, they're going forward with the vote. So there's that. They're going forward with the vote. And they're going to do the vote. And I stand by the prediction that Brett Kavanaugh will be confirmed. That's not a huge leap of faith on my part. Q has said it. President Trump has said it. So I'm not really putting myself out there, am I? But I thought it would happen today. It's not. Sure ain't happening today, ain't happening never. Y'all been blindsided. But nonetheless, it's going to happen. And I tried to be bold. I tried to come out with a prediction and say that, because I really thought that it could have happened today. I did. Did y'all get the alert on your cell phone? I did. Wifey did. Wifey was in the middle of a boardroom meeting. She told me about this earlier. In the middle of a boardroom meeting, and her phone went off. And as soon as her phone went off, there was like 6 phones that went off while she was giving a presentation. Sorry, can't help it. Sure can't. John Barry. Boom. What's up, brother? Yeah. And Tony Simply. Haven't seen you in a while, man. It's good that you're here. I don't know if you're back yet, but yeah. And I haven't done it for a while, so I just got to say, number one in the chat tonight was KK, my girl, KK, Chris Coon. I'm sorry, for me, that doesn't get old. Chris Coon. Critty Coon. But you're not Critty. You're Christy. Chris Coon. Yeah. Me too, John. Love me some KK. KK is all right. And maybe a little bit better than all right. So my prediction sucked. It wasn't on point. That's okay. You can put me on blast if you want, but nonetheless, it wasn't today. So I will just go with everybody else and say, according to Mitch McConnell reports, here, I'll do it like I'm Tom Brokaw. According to, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull off Tom tonight. Let me try. Mitch McConnell. No, I can't do it. I sound like Harry Carey. Mitch McConnell. He's a Senate Majority Leader whip. Speaking of whips, I was on Rush Street last night getting totally inebriated, and this big Samoan wanted to tie me up and spank me. All right, so rewind. According to Mitch McConnell, the head Senate Majority Leader whip, the vote will go on this week. It will either be Friday or Saturday. We've spoke about this last night. All the witnesses, all the bullshit going on, all of the terrible, horrendous lies that are going on against Judge Brett Kavanaugh are just hideous. They're insane. And they are. And they are. Thank you, Richie. They're hideous. Thanks, Richie. But they are. And today I watched, not as much as I would have liked to, but I listened to a whole bunch of bullshit coming out of the left, like Spartacus, Cory Booker. Man, that guy's, he is not, he is a spin meister. I mean, I'm just going to say it. He's a horrible individual, as he is in good company. He's in great company with all these shitbirds from the Democrat Party. If you're a Democrat, I'm sorry. I don't say that because I'm calling you a shitbird. I say that because I'm straight up sorry that that's your people that you want to represent you. But nonetheless, they are shitbirds. I think it's amazing. They're being exposed on every level for what this is. God bless. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God, for the internet. And thank you for social media. They haven't taken it away quite yet, but I've said it before. I'm going to say it one more time. If they had a time machine, they could go back in. They'd beat the hell out of Bill Gates. And who was the other dude? I can't think of his name. Sorry, it's late here, man. I'm a little loose. Give me a break. It's all right. Jobs, Steve Jobs. That's the guy. They would have beat these two fucking geeks to a pulp. Social media is going to be their downfall. It's our communication line. It's our two-way radio. And just to remind you, today, President Trump and the Trump team, we'll call them Q team, whatever you want to call them. How many people got the emergency broadcast over their phone today? I know I addressed it earlier. I did. My wife did. But I heard that some people didn't. So for shits and giggles, baby, let's just say that you got a number one if you got the alert and a number two if you didn't. It's just for shits and giggles. Let me see. All four of you listening. Man, it's Casey Kasem. Everybody. Well, I'm waiting on John Barry. Yeah, we all got it. Am I the only one that smiled? Seriously. When my phone went off, my immediate first emotion was to smile at 2:18 Eastern Standard Time this afternoon. My first instinct was to smile. And I thought, wow, Tony, you're just in time to take part in the survey. Did you get the alert from President Trump at 2:18 on your cell phone this afternoon? So far, we're 4 for 4. We're doing a number 1 for yes and a number 2 for me. All right. Well, I'll accept. Yep, I did. That's good. So 5 for 5. Love it. I smiled. I straight up smiled. I saw that come across and I'm like, I was thankful. I'm just like, it's almost been as big of a buildup as anything else that we've been listening to. And they've already taken that date and pushed it back. So it was, I think, KK, you told me last night it was September 20th. If not you, who? But that sounds right. I think it was revolved around the whole extension. I had my phone on silent and I had my headphones in and I was watching a video. There's a big fucking surprise. I was watching a video and all of a sudden my shit went me. And it, did its thing. You put aluminum foil all over your cameras so no one could see it and couldn't read your facial features. That's funny, man. I should have did that. Oh, my dog. You hear? Oh, my God. I wish that I could put my camera on the dog right now. She's picking up a blanket and trying to get it up in the air so she can duck under it. Aw, puppy. You did a good job, Dazers. You're good. Good girl. Yeah. Why'd you put your thumb over the camera, Joe Mama? Like, if they see my picture Like if I was looking at my phone and that thing went off, I was like this. Like we scored a touchdown. You guys are all like covering up your cameras and all that. Truth is, I have tape over my, lens on the inside of my camera. I just do. Yeah. Aimed at your picture of Trump and your mega hat. Well, I like that. I heard it went off with like a 75% success rate. That's a good thing. That was above the percentage that they wanted. So, what does that mean for you and me? What does it mean? Listen, every Friday of a new month, we all at noon hear the air raid sirens go off. And they do it for one full minute. And we don't listen to it anymore, other than to know that it's noon on the first Friday of the new month. Great. But there's something different about this alert. I mean, it's a direct communication line from the president to us. Everything has been more peaceful now than it's ever been, allegedly. But it is. There's no honest. Here's the thing. There's no reason for there to be this emergency network alert unless they really felt that there were things on our horizon. The whole reason it came through your cell phone is that they can't trust the mainstream television stations. We already know this. They're going to shut them down. I know I predicted it would happen today. I was wrong. Okay. I've been married almost 26 years. I know the word I was wrong, or the phrase I was wrong. But that's what happens when you wear your heart on your sleeve and you take information in and you try to put it out as much as you can. But what I would ask you is that if this happens in the next 10 days, like everything that I went off on about last night, if this happens in the next 10 days, how wrong would I actually be? Would I still be wrong? Yeah. I missed the date. I missed my mark. But if it happens in the next 10 days, where all the shit goes down, I'm still just going to give myself a half a gold star. And not because I'm smart. I'm not. It's because I listen to other people and, I listen to their reasoning. It's not like I'm not right now at the moment in DC and have my hand on the pulse of the nation and all that shit. I just, I could absolutely envision a scenario where Kavanaugh could have been confirmed today and the 50,000 unsealed documents or unsealed, what the hell is it called? Sorry. Told you I'm buzzed. 55 unsealed somebody. Anybody. Uh-oh. I feel Saul Rosenberg starting to. Thank you, John Barry. 50,000 unsealed indictments. Good call, bro. But Brian, don't think I don't see you. Uh-oh. I'm channeling. I'll let it out in a minute. It's good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're all here. Yeah, so these indictments are going to be unsealed as a result of this confirmation hearing, which is going to happen this week. All right, I'm off on timing, but it's going to happen. And the deep state is absolutely petrified. They know. They already know. I don't know how long they've known, but it's very clear that President Trump is not going to fire Rod Rosenstein. He is just absolutely the best mouse in the world. He has not taken any of the cheese on any trap that they have laid out before him. He has not. And in the midst of that, he's managed to not get himself assassinated with his stellar team of where we go one, we go all. American patriots, make America great again. Red wave, red tidal wave 2018. Make sure you guys get out there and vote. I know you will. But spread the word, spread the damn word. Talk to people. Talk to your libertarian friends. Maybe speaking to a Democrat at this point in time would be futile. They both work. But talk to them. Red tsunami wave. It's got to happen. That is actually the completion of President Trump's presidential run, is to top off the midterm elections with a dash of Cool Whip and maybe a little cherry syrup and a shot of whatever, Jägermeister. How's that? Yeah. All right. So what are we saying? Oh, Tony, what are you doing? You're not following Q. Can I ask you a very simple question, Tony? Why? I'm not saying that who you follow, TS, is somebody that's bad or anything like that. I'm just asking, why would you not follow Q at this point? I'm just genuinely curious. And you know who else is curious? My friend Brian. Brian is my cousin. My name is Sal Rosenberg. And my cousin, who is very handsome, his name is Brian Rosenberg. He's so handsome. He doesn't look like me at all. I have assy chapped lips and no hair. Brian's a god. Brian. All right. I told you, man. I never meant to offend you with that name, but you got the Rosenberg straw, dude. And I happen to love that voice for Saul Rosenberg. So I can't help myself, you bastard. What would be funny is if Brian was like, I don't know what voice you're doing, man, but you sound like my cousin Sal. Sal, damn you. It's Sal. My name's not Sal. Well, you know, a lot of people that are in the globalist movement can associate with the name Saul or Sal. Either way, when you take my ginkgo biloba super beta male vitamins, you'll be very happy. So there's that. Anyhow, obviously, by whatever this is, I have nothing to talk about except what I've already spoke about. And that's Kavanaugh and the confirmation and crying Chuck Schumer, who I thought actually, even though I hate that evil son of a bitch, when I listened to crying Chuck Schumer today try to make his points, I thought, well, those are good points until you sprinkle in all the reality around them. But if he is just talking from A to B, with the general unwoken American person that listens to CNN, Chuck Schumer could have come off credible. But he's not. And there's no follow-up. He's not. He sucks. He's up to his armpits in deep state swamp, up to his neck in deep state swamp, as are a lot of them in the Democratic Party. But also, as I've told you before, it goes deep into the Republican Party too. That's what I love most about this movement. Seriously. I love that it's not a we Republicans against you Democrats. No, when this is all said and done, it's we, the moral majority, are taking out the shit bags that are going to be exposed in the DC swamp. And I'm sorry, it's going to be elephants and donkeys, and on both sides. And it's going to be the propaganda weaponized mainstream media. And I don't give Fox a pass. I'm just saying, I don't. Yeah, Brian, well put. Good versus evil. That's the hardest part about supporting Trump is talking to somebody that's like, well, you just support President Trump. It's like, how do you marriage in the fact that you know that the swamp is bipartisan on every level? And where they say the majority of them are good, I'm starting to feel like it was like maybe 2 scooping handfuls, to be fair, 2 scooping handfuls of moral individuals were in the House and Senate. But you had an admiral and a 4-star general that launched this plan. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes, man. I would love to go in a Wayback Machine and be a part of this more than what I am. The Bill Miss Show is so much not a part of the Great Awakening. It's not even funny. But that being said, if it woke up one person since they've known me, or they have more information and feel like they're more awake since they've known me, I guess I am doing my part in the Great Awakening. And that's cool. It's cool. Yeah, right on. Go Marines and Special Forces service. Yeah. Ow! That was my battle cry. It's my Marine Corps battle cry. Speaking of battle cries, even though it's October, coming up in November, we have, I believe, November 11th of this year, as it always is Veterans Day. There's a big parade coming on. November 10th, 1775, Marine Corps birthday. Those always go back to back. I still believe we'll have the major parade of getting our troops home. How about you? What say ye? What say ye? 2:30 in the morning, just letting you know. Headless, you and Tony live by each other? Is that what I'm saying? Brian, you need to let Sal negotiate this. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I peeked at the chat and I was wrong, man. I was wrong. I did not spit my joy juice on that blue dress. What's that on that blue dress there? Oh. What? Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did. And he did. It's funny is I always thought it was awesome that he got a fucking Hummer from an intern when I was growing up, like in the Oval Office. Like, is this dude the shit? He smokes weed but doesn't inhale, and he plays the saxophone, and he got some fucking Oval Office head. And then they pull out the blue dress, and I'm like, no. I was like, no. But in hindsight, looking back on it, I'm so glad that came out about him in hindsight. And not to make light of rape allegations, but the multitude of women that came out and spoke against this fucking scumbag probably had every bit to do with Hillary losing the election as her just being the most unpersonable person on the planet in the year of 2015. And email, that helped too. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that thought. Man. I don't know if I should stay on or not. I don't have like a whole lot to expound on other than so my prediction didn't come true for today. I think it comes true going into either Friday or Saturday, and then you're going to have to tighten down your hats, your helmets. They are going to rage against the confirmation of Brett Kavanaugh. They're going to rage. And not your everyday garden variety Democrat. Most of them are sick and tired of what the Democrats are doing. The morally minded, generally clear thinking Democrat sees that they are trying to destroy a man who was probably better than about 99% of the people that we go through life. And even if he drank beers with Squee and Judge and Pat, that's not rape. That's not attempted rape. But I digress because it's all coming out. Hey, Jess. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while, Jess. I've been watching your tweets, though. I see you on Twitter. We're going to have a really big show with Jess from Twitter. Sorry, that was Earn Dog. I was doing Earn Dog's impersonation of Ed Sullivan. We're going to have a really big show with Enlightened Jess. Try not to look so sullen. I'm having fun. Sorry, man. Having fun. Having a good time tonight. What do y'all got planned for tomorrow? Besides waving an American flag 95% of the day, what else are you doing? That's what I'll be doing, at least out my front door. My front door. Do impersonations. Thank you, Brian. I will. You're jamming. I like it. Brian Rosenberg's funny, Lois. It's funny. He's true. It's funny, Lois. Not much, Marfugel news. Not much. Another day, another 50 cents. Just hanging out, man. hanging out, doing a small show on a small network, just doing small stuff. I'm excited about what's going on here. I will tell you that. I'm excited for the truth that's coming out. I love how this whole Kavanaugh thing is. The Democrats are just dissolving before our eyes and being exposed. There is speculation that they purposely, even though qualified, ran Kavanaugh, but they knew that a lot of his line of questioning was going to it was in the impeachment questions of Bill Clinton, Bill, that he put together a lot of the questioning that actually made the guy kind of incriminate himself for impeachment. And somehow they knew that that would be a thorn in their side. And they ran Kavanaugh hoping to draw them out, because I heard it put that in order for them to clear the individual, like, think about everything they've come out with against Kavanaugh. Each senator, you would have to individually prosecute each senator in their home state. It'd be a freaking disaster. It would take forever. It would never happen. But if they thought they had a corroborating witness, I hate that word. If they thought they had a corroborating witness and they were thinking this is all or nothing, then once it's proven to not be true, they could take all these senators down in one foul swoop. And it sounds like that's part of the plan, is to take them all down without getting into the individual state mandates and gumming up the system with trying to take them down. It's brilliant. If it goes down this way, it's brilliant. And it's just further proof of everything that I think we're all feeling. I don't know. I really don't know. We'll see. But 40 minutes I've been on. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for being here tonight. We're going to see what the next few days hold and what the weekend holds, but I suspect we will have Justice Kavanaugh by Friday or Saturday this week. What I will say is that there were 7 police officers that were shot and 1 was killed today. And what happens is when the truth starts being exposed, they have to disrupt. They have to change the news cycle. They have to disrupt the narrative of what's going on. When's the last time you heard about Robert Mueller and the Russian collusion against Trump? Certainly well before all of these things that were happening against Judge Kavanaugh. So look for that to go back into the news cycle. But really, once Kavanaugh, this is the linchpin, is Justice Kavanaugh. And that's why you're seeing how ridiculous the Democrats are acting about his confirmation. All they want to do is prolong it. They think they can win the 2018 midterms. We're not going to let that happen, by the way. Get out there and vote Republican across the board. Make sure you do, or all of this that we've had happening to our great country is going to go away. But make sure. But their whole message, their whole plan has been to push it off to the midterm elections. And but if they got the majority in the House and the Senate, then they would immediately not vote with President Trump on anything. And dare I say, they would even try to start proceedings to have him impeached, which, call me crazy, I just think that would spark a civil war like you can't imagine. I'm talking legitimate militias, like marching on DC and shooting, that's a bad word, taking out, maybe not better, taking out somebody like a Richard Blumenthal, who has been a senator since he proclaimed that he was a Vietnam veteran for 15 years, and he went through it. And, his whole company, it turned out to be all bullshit. The guy's full of shit. So, hey, Robert Nazawa. Aloha, mate. Aloha, Fran. Anyway, I don't have much more. I didn't have much to begin with. So, well, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I see that. Thanks. Yeah, John, I think that Trump is going to enact martial law, but none of you need to be afraid. Believe that. If Trump enacts martial law, we're that much closer to the deep state falling. I mean, that was all put into motion for a reason. And there are Soros paid activists that are out there to shill and will shill once this confirmation is done. I mean, they are literally at the end of their rope. So I was wrong about last night. So now I'm moving the goalposts, as the Republicans like to say. I'm going to move the goalpost to Friday or Saturday. But you know what? Those are two phenomenal days to move the goalpost because there's a lot of football. And it's not professional football. So these people at least stand for the national anthem. I don't even know why I segued there. But that doesn't take away the reality that I think it's going down with the confirmation voting out of the Senate Judiciary Committee. It's going to happen Friday, maybe Saturday. He'll be confirmed. Either way, that's fucking D-Day for us. It's the more non-bloody D-Day that our fathers and forefathers fought on the beaches of Normandy. That was D-Day. And I know we've been in the fight for a long time, but wake up, because it's real. I mean, D-Day is our D-Day. Our speak to your grandkids and your great-great-grandkids is right around the corner. Was I wrong about it happening today? Yes, 100%. But I just wanted you to be prepared. I wanted myself to be prepared. But I think it's happening this week. And I think what you're going to see is an outcrying, an outpouring of whatever lib-turd Democrats are left. And really, any of the uprisings are Soros-paid shills. That's what they are. So, they're not going to be as committed. Like if they went tomorrow and said they're impeaching Trump, I will show you passion. I will show you people that truly march on Washington. We would in droves smother the White House or whatever. That's passion. These cowards that wear masks and hide behind the socialism flag. Fuck them. Seriously, fuck them. Anyway, thanks for being here. I rambled. There's a big surprise. I rambled. It was great to see you all. I'll be back on again tomorrow night. I'll hopefully go much sooner. or at least shorter. And, pray for each other. Look out for each other. Pray for me. Jesus, I could use it. Seriously. Just say, bald headed Bill, God, help that dude because he needs it. And he said he needed it. So please put me in your prayer. Please. I believe in it. And I certainly put you in mine. So, and before I go, I just want you all to know that super beta male prostate will fix all of your globalistic problems. So make sure you get some. I'm running an 8-week special on it. If you buy one, you get an extra one for only the cost of shipping. So pick up the phone. That's quite a deal, Alex. I'm going to buy 2 years worth. I recommend you all should. So there's that. But I digress. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Have fun. Have a great night. Happy Thursday. You see, the thing about Thursday is that's the day I got into jail with a Jello Pudding Pops doll. You see, I love you. Que pasa? I love you guys. I'll be here tomorrow. Peace out.